All right, hello and welcome. Brett here with clickmail.co. In this video, we're going to continue on. I'm going to share my screen and we're going to look at frequently asked questions. Now, frequently asked questions are used by Google to create the search snippets. Okay, now I'm not going to go and try to hunt down a search snippet just for the sake of time and brevity in the course. But when you look up questions, and when you look up questions, you'll see at the top of Google that occasionally it will answer the question with a quote from a blog. So this is different than the AI features that you're going to see coming into Google. This is an actual thing called search snippets. Now, there are featured snippets of any number of different types. So there are featured image snippets, there are featured text snippets, and for the frequently asked questions, this is usually where Google's algorithm is going to pull a lot of these featured text snippets. And the featured text snippets are essentially just the answers to questions. So if we were to look up, how to do X, how to build a deck, then you're going to get a FAQ. And on someone's blog, it's going to say, well, how do you build a deck? And it's like, deck building can be complicated and begins with the planning process and then this, and then you go to Home Depot and you buy your stuff. And so Google's going to find the best one of those that answers and fulfills the question. And they're going to stick not only the quote, but also the link it comes from in the #1 position above all of the other organic rankings. So this is really important, the frequently asked questions, at least how the homepage is organized now. So you really want to take advantage of these. And not all searches have a search snippet, but when they do, you want to be there. Now, this is going to continue to escalate with AI because you'll already see within Google and all these other search engines are going to start basically turning all of their searches into an AI chat engine. And what you'll already see is that Google is going to be putting even above. So you've got your organic listings, then you've got the search snippet on top, if that search has one, which usually it's an informational search or a question. Above that is the AI listing, and that's at the very top, and they're testing that. And you can only assume that is going to be more prevalent. But the AI listing is going to reference the articles for accuracy that it pulled the information from. So you want to be in there too. Now, in this case, moving backwards, the frequently asked question is currently one of the best ways to get on top. And the way you do this is by making sure your blog has FAQs. Now, I will just tell you that we had FAQs in tons of blogs, and we didn't show up for any of the FAQs here. It was just, they weren't there. Now, we didn't necessarily have them as invalid, but they didn't show up as valid either. They just weren't ranking. And so one of the things that I will encourage you to do is when you're posting the article, if you're watching our How to Write a Blog course, in the posting section, watch how we put the FAQs into the website. And that is really going to tell you, there's actually code on the back end that Google is looking for to tell it that this is an FAQ section and it should pay attention. And so, for example, we used the Yoast SEO plugin, and Yoast gives you a specific box for FAQs to format the code so Google knows that it's looking at a question and answer that it should consider. And once we started doing that, then, you can't see further back than this, but you can see that we have these FAQ rankings, okay? And so one of the things that we're doing is we're going back through the whole website and making sure all of the articles that have FAQs and they're formatted properly in that specific type of box, the FAQ box that you add into the back end of the website. So this is FAQs. You want to make sure the websites you're working on have these. And so with this, we're going to end this video and we're going to move right over into the profile page. We'll see you there.